What is up, AnimeBall Z fans? I'm 2.0 here with the incredible Ray.
Hello.
And the even more incredible John Swayze.
Hello, thank you all for having me. How's everything going?
It's fun to meet you.
Excellent. Nice to meet you all too.
Now you voice Gendo Ikari, and as I say, I fangasm so much because Evangelion! Come on people, Evangelion. Gendo Ikari, the most epic character ever. He is the baddest of badasses. What was it like playing him?
Well, it made me into a really badass. I now walk around saying I'm a badass because of it, but
Spike Spencer style.
Spike Spencer style, right. And I'm taller than Spike, so I really am a badass to Spike. So Gendo was a blast. It was a lot of fun to voice. It's one of two roles in my career that I was asked to step in and replace the original. In this case, it was Tristan McCavery, and I came in and was asked to, not necessarily duplicate what he did, but I wanted to stay kind of in that same vein, same feeling, emotional states, things like that, and sort of come close to the voice because you don't want it to be, be it so different that it's just shocking and it's like, why are they, because then it becomes like, why did they make that choice, so you want it to be as seamless as possible, but people are still going to know, and people do take sides. I mean, there's YouTube stuff of me versus Tristan saying the same lines and people comparing it and all that. But it was a fun role to play. It's such an iconic character, like you said. I mean, Eva is just one of the animes. It's like in the genre, especially in making it popular with the English-speaking audiences. Getting out of the realm of Japan. Eva was certainly one of the first ones. You've got Eva, Dragon Ball. Full Metal down the road a little bit, but Eva was one of the big ones, and it was just a real thrill to be a part of it.
Well, you did bring a certain elegance to Gendo Ikari's voice.
Well, thank you. It was very hard work because I'm not elegant in any stretch of the imagination. So.
Well, as well as the numerous voice roles that you've obviously had, you've also directed quite a few series, including Welcome to the NHK, Air Gear, Saint Seiya. What made you decide to basically give directing a go?
Well, I was, when I first got into anime, doing the voice work, I've been doing voice work and acting, film work and stuff like that for a long time, about 25 years. And when I got into anime, I really enjoyed it. And just because of just out of pure luck of where our location was in Houston, Texas, ADV Films was there, and they became the largest distributor of anime in North America. And I was in the studio voicing shows so often that I finally talked to them and I said, hey, could I direct? And they said, we would love for you to direct. And so I started out with a little show called Wandava Style. It was a little girl show. It was a lot of fun. And then actually moved right into Saint Seiya, took that over from Kyle Jones, who was an ADR director there. And I was sort of a fill-in, so the production schedule is very intense. And so sometimes directors would start a show and their next show was coming up, so they would ask to, we need you to move on to that show, and I would come in and fill in. I did like Innocent Venus that way, Saint Seiya that way. And I did, but Air Gear and Welcome to the NHK were my last two shows respectively, Air Gear then NHK. And I got to tell you, out of all the shows I've ever directed, those two shows were two of my favorites. I mean, it was just because I got to see them from beginning to end, and really just had an absolute blast, especially with NHK, because it's a it makes fun of the genre, or it makes fun of itself. It pokes fun at itself, and it was a blast, and it's just the whole experience, whether you're an actor or producer or a director. Then you have the engineer, and those three people are in the studio at the same time, and it really becomes a trifecta of input to make it succeed. And so I'm not an engineer, but it was fun to be able to be an actor and then also be a director.
Now, as many people, well, hopefully many people will know, you voiced not only Gendo Ikari and Von Helmheim, but in the comedic sense, you also were Shinigami-sama, or Lord Death, in Soul Eater. Seriously, one of the best portrayals of of the Grim Reaper I've ever
Well,
seen.
thank you. Thank you very much. That was a fun role to do, and it certainly has helped my career. I mean, it's a very recognizable character, and I really will credit, I will credit the director, Zach Bolton from Funimation, who directed me when I auditioned for that. I didn't know much about the show, so I assumed the voice was one way, and he directed me into that voice.
Well, it's been a wonderful, wonderful time interviewing you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the con.
Well, thanks, guys. It's been a real pleasure meeting you all. Good luck to you.
I've been 2.0.
I've been Ray.
And I still am John.
And catch you on the flip side.
Okay then.
AnimeBallZ.